and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now.
I think this works.
Every morning I wake up to the sound
Boom, boom,
of the
boom.
trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock
Thumbs up,
pick
people.
trading
Thumbs up.
podcast in my
In fact, I'm gonna
ears,
pin that.
guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the
Thumbs up.
sound of the
Morning,
trading
Alex.
bell. My
Thank
heart
you, sir.
starts to pound.
Or
Daily
ma'am.
stock
Not
pick
sure.
trading
I'm assuming sir.
podcast in my
But these old
ears,
eyes are old.
guiding me through my hopes and fears.
I know a girl named
Tune in
Alex, that's why I
daily,
said
don't
that.
miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter,
I don't
let us
wanna-
help you
I don't know
grow.
what your pronouns
Taking
are.
risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer.
Screw it. Let's go to this. I'm looking up this. Somebody in our private Facebook group asked me to look up TEM, so I'm looking it up. It's interesting. I mean, it's, Wall Street, there's probably 10 analysts that cover it. They say it's a $59 price target, so it's interesting. It is interesting, not covered by the quant. I don't even know what they do. Bulls say strong competitive position for a leader in the healthcare technology sector, blah, blah, blah. Larry, voila. Hey, Dave, same to you. I am happy to be here. I can honestly say I need to put on my do not disturb. Hold on. Let me look at this text. My buddy Troy, who's in here sometimes, just texted me. Troy's workstation, just so you guys know. He's got me on. Larry, I've got what? So I'm up to 4 friends now who have officially retired using advice I've given them. So the robotaxi pure play that analysts love. Pony. Wow, it is up 6. It's up 6%. A buy rating on Pony. Wow. What's the price target? Let's see. Did they put a price target on it? That's why Seeking Alpha is so good. Has a buy rating on Pony, the bullish view, what is ahead, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at Pony. I'm not going to put this in the newsletter, but, or, on the podcast. So it's not covered by the quant. If we look at some of their financials, the company does autonomous driving, obviously, because we just looked at it. Look at the revenue. Revenue's going up pretty good. No earnings per share. It is a, let's see, profitability. Boy, their profitability sucks. Revenue growth, 16%. That's not great. Hey, Sean. Market cap, $4.5 billion. Total debt, $4.98 million. So that's not bad. They have $473 million. So they do have enough cash on hand. You're probably not in, immediate danger of getting diluted. Short interest, 0.08. So nobody's really shorting it because it seems to have enough cash. 84 million in revenue. That's the problem. That gross profit 26 million, EBITDA minus 126. I'd love to see the quant cover this one. I'd love to see the quant cover that one, so that I can get a better hold of it. But there's 3 analysts that cover this. Looks like this guy covered it on December 12th. This guy covered it on November 29th. And this guy hasn't put a rating on it at all. So this is interesting. Definitely an interesting one. Just a heads up, don't touch Chinese company stocks. Yeah, I tend to be a Chinese. Is this a Chinese company? It could be. Let's see. Yeah, China. Right down here, the address is China. I mean, it's a little bit. I'd probably trade it. I mean, 1 month, you're down 12%. 6 months. Let's see. Why does it have year to date? I mean, you're trading at $14. 16 is the 52-week high. So you're close to that one. That might be an issue. Is anyone else getting a blurry picture? I don't know. Let me see. I should be streaming at the same bit. So, I mean, my eyes are blurry as F right now. So, Sean, I'm not the best one to ask. Let's do some scans. Boy, the TV just went on downstairs full freaking blast. I got a lot of stuff to go over today. So we're going to look at Palantir, NVIDIA, and Dell. All have scans with crosses up. That means they look bullish in the 4-hour algorithm. Let's look at my own personal portfolio, which I do have to update with some things. So let's see. Dell and NVIDIA. I do own those. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin dipped down to 94,000 over the weekend, which was interesting. I'm planning on buying more IBIT, by the way. It's down 0.62%. And the pre-market, I will probably be buying it if it dips down even more this week. I'm planning on selling a lot of Apple and probably buying a bunch of ETFs, income ETFs, XYLD. That one got an entry. Let's see. Energy names. Oxy. Oxy's an interesting one. We will talk about that one. I was way up on Friday, and it's up 2% in pre-market. NVDL. Let's see. Leveraged ETFs. NVDL, NVDX, PTIR. They're all up. Interesting. Low-cost Vanguard. Let's see if any of these mofos got it. Yeah, I think it might be your computer. We got 22 people in here and only 10 thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up, please. I was looking at this PSIX. It did bump on Friday, which is interesting to me. Let's see our watch list. Whoa, we got a lot. We got Dell, we got UNH, we got GM, we've got GE Vernova, we got POWL, PSIX. That's why I was looking at it, by the way, and CAH, Cardinal Health. And we're going to go to the indexes. We're going to go to the Dow. I should scan the ARK funds as well. I should probably put the ARK funds into Visa, into the watch list. Maybe I'll do that. That might not be a bad idea for the new year because she's been doing better with her funds. AMZN, we've got Dexcom, and AEP, Intel. Interesting. We have quite a few that seem to be entries in the 4 hour. Sugar. Let's see. Intel, GM, AMZN, Duke Energy, AIG, and Dow Chemicals. So if I go back to the 4 hour, this is what was interesting is this was up something like 40% on Friday. I want to look at it again. Let's see, 4 hour. And you can see it 22.90, and it's trading in pre-market at 23. But this is one of the ones that is a top a quant pick. It's 4.98, and Wall Street has a perfect buy. There's like one analyst that covered this. It was up 42% on Friday, 42%. And this one, you can see how it's come back down, and the chart is fairly clear that when you get within this range, you could take off. And if we just take it back a little bit further, we're going to go to a weekly and take a look at that. We didn't quite pull back to the 12, but the low was 15, and then you shot back up. That could mean a little trigger off. Now, MACD is still super high. The RSI is still completely, it's at 55, but it pulled back so much. That MACD is the one that scares me. But look at that volume. And that volume is just since April. So it's not like it, for 4 years or something. This is a weekly chart. But I thought that one was interesting. IBIT in the 4 hour, you can see the algorithm got you out. On Friday, I'm not getting out, but it got you out with a 47% gain. You can see the clear button hook right there. I don't know. It was interesting. Let's open up some. This was a great article. Oh, I don't want it in Chrome. I don't want it in Safari. Hold on. I need to start opening up in Chrome. Open with Chrome. There we go. 5 reasons. I hope my screen is changing and it's not stuck. Yeah, it's changing. It should change. Let's see. Mr. Sun, I have said it before. Your idea of MicroStrategy, and this may sound like a pitch, but this is my 4 hour algorithm, okay? Look down below. There is you'll see right in the middle of the screen, there's something called a performance chart. And you'll see the words performance chart, okay? 2,113% is the last 24 months. Hold on, I got to sneeze. No, I was yelling at the dog. You'll see that performance chart, 2,113% versus 1,665%. If you bought and held, you made 1,665. The almost 500% difference is my 4-hour algorithm. Okay, you can see it here where the blue lines are an alert to enter. You can see the entry at 125. You can see the exit. MicroStrategy is very simple, my 4-hour algorithm. How do you get the 4-hour algorithm? You go over to Linktree right here and you sign up. I need to refresh this. You sign up for Trendspider and it's at 67% off sale. So sign up for any plan that you'd like. You get my 4-hour algorithm. It's clean. It's simple. If you're interested in MicroStrategy, that's the way to play it. And I've said it before. I've said it many other times. Even MSTX, which is a double leverage daily. This one makes 392% versus the buy and hold is 259%. And that's over 4 months. So I don't think I need to comment anything about that one. MicroStrategy is what it is. You can do a bunch of research into what it is, but I think that one's clear. Now, back to what the show is going to be about. 5 reasons you should invest in small caps right now. This was great, and I will read you one reason that I really liked. Materials could be and software may be best poised for the first half of next year. Citi's top fintech. Hold on. Okay. You want to go under? There you go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Everybody's covered. Everybody's clean. Okay, thumbs up. We got 29 people. Citi's top 10 things to watch for in fintech. I thought that was a great article. This is an interesting one because it's from December 3rd, but it includes 15 high flyers that have soared over 100% in 2024 that still offer growth potential. PSIX is in this one, and it still has growth potential. So this particular Instagram, we're going to get rid of that one, close, and we're going to pause this. If you could have one piece of data from next year for the next year, what would it be? And this was a great episode of The Compound. It was fantastic. If you don't have CanSlim, you have Trendspider and you don't have CanSlim, Chewy just showed up on this one. And if you want to know what CanSlim is, there's a link right there, and I'll include it in the newsletter. This was interesting. Scott Redler. Moving averages are better than opinions. He uses the 8 and the 21, and I thought this was interesting because Jason from Trendspider, Jason Trades, I think on Twitter, he went over with Scott Redler, and he pointed it out in. He gave us some great scans for Trendspider. Do I need to do that? 817-109. Let's see. I think I'm going to use that one. I think it's this. Let's see. I think it's going to be this one. Do I have to log in? Check notifications on another device. Let's see. Yes, it's me. Finish. I approved the login. Okay. I don't know which one this particular link is, but let's see. This is a great. It's from the block. It's from the Big Short, I think is what it is. Why am I not signed in? Okay, there we go. We're going to sign in under not my personal one, but my business one.
Name of the game, move the money from your
Oh, I gotta.
number one.
How do I pause it? We'll put that link in. What the hell? There's a mini trading course as well on Twitter using Fibonacci's and other things if you'd like to watch it. Steve Burns posted it. It is great. This is a great video from Clark Howard.
It's my pleasure to welcome.
On Fidelity under fire. And why they, robo-advisor versus finance, and why is Fidelity under fire? It comes from an old one, but I thought it was interesting. Kathy Wood's ARC space exploration tops the Seeking Alpha Quants rating ETFs. That was kind of interesting to me. We'll look at the big movers for the day, which includes Rumble, which was kind of shocking to me. There is big news with Palantir that should drive it significantly higher. They're teaming up with other kind of disruptors to go after defense contracts. I think they'll be very good for them. And by the way, the year has been good with Palantir and not one insider buy. So just a reminder that Trendspider can follow all that stuff too. And it also can follow the market cap of Fartcoin, just so you're aware. Let's see. NVIDIA, we'll go over NVIDIA because it seems to be flashing that we might see a little breakout. And I think it's time, but I've been saying that for a very long time. There's NVIDIA's every year. Bitcoin continues to fail. Keep an eye on it because I think you buy the dip on that one. Year-end review. This was interesting because my accountant, after seeing that I placed 89,511 trades to make a $38 profit. And we will start off with kind of my year-end review, just in case you didn't see it. So let's go back to the Qs. Okay, 32 people. Oh, I wasn't even playing. Oh, I gotta go live. Okay, 34 people, 22 thumbs up. It's close enough, but still, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up button. I got to respond to a text real quick. Let's see. Good thing the doggies aren't there. Okay. So, if you've got questions, you hold them off until the end. You can put them in the chat. I'll go over them. I am going to be right back. Just got to clear my my nose a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? I know you did. Let's see. I want to take a look at, look at how well the 500 that low was 509. So maybe we move this up, but remember, this is from the July highs. So it's not like it's not anchored somewhere for a reason. But if we start to take off this week, which it's going to be on low volume. I mean, that volume right there last week was just crazy. It was just nuts. But reset the MACD. I mean, you look at the weekly on this one, and we're still moving upwards. So we're moving on up. It's the Jefferson's market. Let's see. I got another text. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay. 33 people, 24 thumbs up. There's got to be more. But we'll run with it. We'll run with it right now. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to hit record. Again, leave comments if you want me to go over something. And I always get to it. I just ignore it while I'm here recording. And if you're new, obviously, hey, I'm here every morning. The market is open. Tomorrow, maybe not. I might take the day off. I have that right. So, good morning. It is Monday, December 23rd. It is Christmas week, shortened trading week. Hopefully everybody's going to take some time off, detox. I hope you had a good year because you know what? I went over my entire portfolio. I go over it here, the strategies that I used. I did beat the S&P, just kind of, just spoiler. I did beat the S&P. I don't know. I mean, you got this week. This week should be a very, very simple and easy week. There shouldn't be any surprises this week. There shouldn't be anything fun. If you're doing anything, I would say you're trading this week or you're setting yourself up for next year. Remember, if you're doing tax loss harvesting, you have to sell before the end of this week. If you don't, you don't have time to sell into next year for tax loss harvesting. You have to do it this year. If you're contributing to 401 to your IRA or things like that, you do have some time. But this isn't a financial show. This is a stock show. So get your tax advice from other people because I'm not a tax professional. The one thing that you should have under your list this year, what is under, what's going to show up under the tree? I'll tell you what should show up under the tree, and it should be on your wish list. If you have family and friends who want to, help you participate in the stock market and help you make money, maybe this should be on your wish list. Trendspider. It's 67% off. Okay, and I steer people towards the advanced if it's within your budget. And the reason I do is because of the unlimited one-on-one training. I'm getting a lot of people signing up. And within it's the people that signed up for Black Friday and they took the enhanced with the free one-on-one session, they're saying, God, I wish I would have gotten advanced because there's so many more questions that I have about how do I do this? How do I do this? And that is $50 per session, $50 per session. Here's the thing, and I did the math. If you want to see the math on this one, I did the math in this
Daily Stock Day Trading Podcast.
That we don't want that. But I did the math for you right down here. Why should you sign up for it? Because you pay, it was $64 a month. I think it's $77 a month. So do your own math. But it's $16 per training session. And you get the tool for free if you take one course a week. One course a week. But do the math because, again, that math has changed. I did that when it was like $66 or $64. It's $73 more per month. Again, I would urge you, if you're planning on taking more than one course per month, then just look at that $20 difference. That $20 or so month difference between the enhanced and the advanced. And I would say go enhanced. Don't go standard. As long as you've got this discount here for enhanced at $51, go for that one. If you want the advanced, go for the advanced. Now, what else could be under your wish list? And all of this, by the way, is on Linktree. The link is listed down below, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. So the first one is Trendspider. The second one that should be under your list, under the tree for you on Wednesday, is Premium and Alpha Picks. This is the bundle. You save over $159 when you bundle them together. Now, you might say, you'll see me go through it, and stay tuned because I'll show you the quant system. I will show you how to use Seeking Alpha, all of the great articles that are in there. This is premium, okay? If you just order it on its own, and yes, the single one is on Linktree as well. It's the third link down there. But if you order it on your own, you save $30 instead of $160. Now you get a ton of stuff where you can import your own portfolio, and it tracks it. Where you can do, you can look at the top stocks. You can find, it rates your portfolio. It is really, really a great tracking system. Now, if you don't want to do anything, the second part of that bundle, which you could buy individually as well, is Alpha Picks. What is this? These are 2 stock picks per month. There's one on the 1st, one on the 15th. And what's great about this is it's a managed portfolio where they alert you when to sell. The stocks are multiple sectors. Steve Kress, like I said last week, he is coming out with his top 2025 picks January 15th, somewhere in that neighborhood. But he is coming out with that. A lot of those picks wind up being in Alpha Picks on the 1st and the 15th, and they tell you when to buy. They tell you when to sell. And look at the performance. That's what you have to look at. During this time, the S&P was up 56%. Alpha Picks is up 166%. And yes, I put in my own money. I put in well into 6 figures in this one. I am putting more money into it once I rebalance it at the end of the year, because they give you the percentage of the portfolio for each pick that should be. And so what I'm going to do is every quarter, I'm going to rebalance those positions. I'm going to sell some. I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to do all of that. So I'm going to rebalance things on that. Now, where are we on the Qs? It was interesting because last week, we can look at a weekly. Everybody was freaked out over last week, kind of the downturn. The period we were down 2.69. I'm 1% from my all-time high. There is a lot of green on the screen right now. But again, the week was down 2.69 on the Qs. You still have confirmation over the 9-day. The MACD still elevated. But the RSI seems to have reset to 61. It came down from 67. So we're going to have a light. I predict a light week in volume. So that should mean less volatility. But maybe with tax loss harvest selling, maybe we start to see, maybe with people taking profits, wanting to pay taxes this year versus next year. You never know what's going to happen on this short week. But one thing I can tell you is that come January, those Mag 7 names and those high flyers like Palantir, you may very well see a lot of people taking profits on those in the first week of January. Why? Because all of the institutional managers, the RIAs, everybody who's managing portfolios, they're going to take all of their clients' monies, which is $7 trillion, and they're going to say, you know what? Apple's too big a position. You know what? Palantir's too big a position. It's over 10%. I didn't want to sell it last year because I didn't want to pay the tax. I didn't want to pay, the short-term capital gains. So I'm going to pay the long-term capital gains. I'm going to sell it in January, and it's going to be 15%, or it's going to be 20%, or it's going to be whatever it is. But expect high flyers to see a nice little downturn in January. Now, overall in January, we can look at the month. I'm going to change this. This is again in Trendspider. And we can look at the month and we can go back all the way back. I'm going to go all the way back to 1999. Let's take it back to the 90s because January is a pretty damn good month. So what do you see? You tend to see a lot of selling in the beginning, and then the last 2 weeks, you'll start to see some of the buying as well because people selling typically put their money back to work. And what do you see in the second week? You see a great week. Third and fourth week, not so great. But then you get into February, which are great weeks again. So I'd urge you, stay in the markets. Yes, we're at all-time highs. Yes, it's scary. You'll be fine. You'll survive. You'll survive. And if you're doing taxes, don't be this douche. My accountant, after seeing that I placed 89,000 trades last year to make $38, don't be that douche. Stay in the markets. Make sure you're doing your due diligence. Track your portfolio. Make sure everything is okay. Now, Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin did dip over the weekend. And if we just look at we look at the one of the watch lists that I give you, Bitcoin and crypto. And then you go down here and Bitcoin in the 4-hour algorithm, it got you back in at 95,000 yesterday. Remember, Bitcoin trades 24/7. And yes, the 4-hour algorithm works in Bitcoin. It is now down 0.29%. It's at 94,000. What I would expect out of Bitcoin is very much like any other stock. You're tending to see this one go down, and you might see a death cross of the 50 under the 200, but you're seeing the MACD is already reset. You're seeing that the RSI is super low. I would expect to start seeing buying in this. If we go and look at the weekly of Bitcoin and we look at this, yeah, that 150,000, I think we could do it. It doesn't look like it's out of reach. The MACD, super high. The last time it got here, we went on the MACD. We were trading at 63,000. By the time you got the cross up, we were at 63,000. So I don't think you're doing yourself any disfavor by buying at 94,000. Yes, you might, but dip down to 82,000, down there to that 21 day. Yes, you might get below that 9 day at 90,000. But just start dollar cost averaging your way in. I think Bitcoin is one that you want to do. If you want to trade one of the other ones, like MicroStrategy, the 4-hour algorithm got you out. Will it get you back in? Look at how low the MACD is compared to where it was. It was trading at 542 and the MACD was super high. It's come down to 369 and the MACD is low. So again, this one's down at 354. It is a fantastic way to trade this. You make 2,113%. So if you want to trade MicroStrategy, you can do that. Just understand Bitcoin's at 24/7. MicroStrategy is a stock. IBIT is a stock. That's the way I play it. Now let's talk about NVIDIA, because NVIDIA is an interesting one. Can NVIDIA do something that they've already done, which is after a 308% gain in 2001, they lost 82% the next year. And then they were up 101%. And then they were down 1.6. Then they were up 55% in 2005. Then they were up 102%. This year, they're up 172%. 2016, they were up 226% in the year. 2017, they were up 82%. 2020, they were up 122%. 2021, they were up 125%. Do not expect this to be any other year other than an up year for NVIDIA. They've sold out of Blackwell. The valuation is not nuts. You know, you can look at the PEG ratio, which includes price to earnings and growth. That's 1.2. The sector's at 1.83. They're trading 34% below the sector. Okay, their growth is phenomenal. And their profitability, their profit margin is 75%. If you don't think that they're charging top dollar for the Blackwell stuff, you're out of your mind. I think this is one of the best opportunities that you can get. Wall Street has it as a strong buy. The quant has it as a hold. Wall Street says it's worth $172. That's 28% upside. I stick with Wall Street. I mean, I haven't added to my position, but I've already built my position. I'm sitting tight with my position. I'm perfectly happy with my position. So failed breakouts often result in aggressive moves in the opposite direction. If we go and we look at the NVIDIA chart, let's just take a look at it. We'll go to the core investments, and then NVIDIA, it is up 0.79%. It's pulled back a little bit. I think it was up 2% earlier. We can see that 140 didn't hold, but the MACD reset. The RSI reset. It's down at 48. Is the entry today at 134, is that going to hold? You're trading at 135, up almost 1%. Is that going to hold? Is that going to break out? This chart from Trendspider right here shows, it's a daily chart, shows a nice little head and shoulders. And it shows the last time it got here, let's see, after this left shoulder, after the right shoulder, it's gone up both times. So are we seeing the next one? Is it going to hold on to that 200-day, that red line right there? Interesting. I think you just buy this one. You don't trade it. I think you buy it. Now, you can track anything in Trendspider. You can track Fartcoin. Fartcoin hit a $1.25 billion market cap last week. That's bigger than Papa John's, bigger than Bumble, bigger than Cracker Barrel, bigger than Petco. And people wonder why Powell is saying, hey, we're only going to cut 2 times. You can track it in Trendspider. You can do Fart versus Fartcoin USDT. So if you want to track that stuff, if you're into that stuff, you can do it. You can do it. Now let's talk about Palantir, because Palantir had such a great year. And you know what? No insider bought. Not one insider bought. And yet there were $3 billion worth of insider sales. And what happened? The stock flew. It just didn't matter that no insider was buying, that everybody was selling. It didn't matter. So that's what you have to realize is sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. And Palantir right now, if you look at that red line right there, that is a trend line. And we're just looking at this trend. I've gotten this one wrong. We're at the upper side of the Bollinger Band, and they've got more news to push this one higher. More news. Palantir Anduril may form consortium to take on big defense companies. If you're invested in defense, this should scare you, because these guys do things better and they do them more efficient. And there's SpaceX also talked in this. And guess who's in charge of SpaceX? President-elect Musk. I mean, that's what everybody, the news media is going crazy about, that Musk has this power. So Palantir, do not put it past Palantir that you're going to see this one. See how this runs right on resistance? But what does this red line mean, even at resistance? It means it's going up. Look at how the MACD is reset. Look at how the RSI is reset. I would take this and I would take that as an opportunity to say, hey, if I'm into Palantir, the valuation is crazy on Palantir. I don't like Palantir. I was perfectly fine selling it at 25, but it's run to 80. I made a mistake, and I can't take that one back. I want to get into Palantir, but I want to get it at a lower valuation. Wall Street says it's too expensive. Their average price target is 43. But I think retail traders will take this up to 100. The risk reward for me on that one, it's just not likely, for me. But here's a nice everyone was calling bulls ridiculous for assuming that there was a serious link between Doge and Palantir, just weren't listening to what was actually being said. And I made the mistake. I said Palantir, they have tons of government contracts. I thought Doge was going to come in and cut those contracts. Looks like they're going to freaking expand Palantir's services. So, again, if you want to get into that one, get into it. Biggest movers of the day. The one that I thought was, and Honda is talking with Toyota about making the third, and Nissan talking about making the third largest company. But the one I found interesting was Rumble. It jumped 50% after announcing a $775 million strategic investment from Tether. Now, if you know anything about crypto, Tether has been got a question. Who knows? But Rumble jumped 50% on that one. Qualcomm also, with their license agreement with ARM, they jumped nearly 3%. So that was an interesting one. What I also found interesting is when you go over here on Seeking Alpha, you can look at top stocks, okay? And KINS, PSIX, LX, you can see all of those. Those have moved, and you can trade those ones pretty effectively. They are significant movers. But one of the top ETFs is Cathie Wood Space. Right now, GDLC. But you can read this article. This article was interesting. Cathie Wood's ARC Space Exploration ETF tops Seeking Alpha's quant rating. I thought it was interesting. The symbol is ARKX. ARKX. It is up 2.4%. It is up 0.7%. If we just look at year to date, it's up 26% year to date. It's meaning the S&P. I mean, you can see how it's recently just caught up. So I thought that one was interesting. Again, I like looking at these types of things. I thought this was a good thing. Clark Howard, he went over Schwab, Vanguard, and Fidelity. He calls them his 3 children because he likes them so much. but he was going over how Fidelity's under fire. And this is, I think it's an old case, but it's over a Fidelity advisor who was a great employee who was fired for not leading people into certain investments. And it was very clear Fidelity was in the wrong, and I think they've corrected that. I am a huge Fidelity fan. And like Clark Howard says, if you're getting led into investments that aren't your thing and your advisor, you have to understand, if your advisor is acting as a fiduciary, they can't lead you into things that are higher commission for them just because it's higher commission. If they're acting as an advisor, they can actually do that. So there's a difference there. Just make sure that whatever advisor that you're talking to, if you don't understand the investment, go and do your own research and look at the track record of that investment. Look at the expenses on that investment. Understand what you're getting yourself into. And I do know that there are shady people out there. There are people who will lead people into risky assets, and you're going to have wide-eyed, oh my God, this asset makes 50% in a year, or I get a 25% dividend. What can I do? Well, 25% of $5 is $1. Or I'm sorry, 20% of $5 is $1. Okay. 20% of $1 is 20 cents. So 20% dividend may sound great, but if the asset moves from $5 to $1, you're still getting a 20% dividend. It's just much less. I understand that. I hope you do too. So when you look at these things, understand what you're getting into. Let's see. Another good one. This is a mini trading course, e-course, and it trades you. It trains you on a lot of things. I will put this in the newsletter. I think it's a good 11-minute, 12-minute watch for you. Steve Burns is a great person to follow because he puts up a ton of things on the internet for free. He doesn't charge. I think he does have a book that he sells and stuff like that if you want to buy it. He is one of the great ones to actually follow. Now, there's one rule, and this they actually say this. This is from The Wolf of Wall Street. And this is Matthew McConaughey talking to Leonardo DiCaprio. And they're talking about what to do. And this goes back to the Fidelity thing that Clark Howard was talking. And rule number one on Wall Street is nobody knows what the price of the stock is going to be. Tomorrow, 1 hour from now, nobody knows. Even Wall Street gurus don't know what the price is going to be of a stock. So what do? They charge commissions on a lot of this stuff. Understand that not everybody on Wall Street's out to get you, but they are out to make commissions. So the reality of the situation is you've got to know what you're doing in order to avoid the Wolf of Wall Street who's going to lead you into this penny stock, who's going to say this is the greatest thing ever. If somebody's leading you into a penny stock and you can't get information on it, for me, I'm out. I'm just out. If I can't get information on an actual company and a stock and I can't do actual research into it, I'm out. That's why I like Seeking Alpha. That's why I like Trendspider. If I can look at a chart, I can at least trade it. If I can't look at a chart, I can't trade it. If I can't look at the fundamentals on Seeking Alpha, then maybe I don't want to trade it. So this movie, if you haven't watched The Wolf of Wall Street, there's two of them. The Big Short is the first movie you should watch over this holiday, and The Wolf of Wall Street is the second one that you should watch over the thing. Now, Scott Redler was on with Jason from Trendspider. I think it was Thursday or something. I did include in the newsletter, if you go to the newsletter, I did include for free 3 Trendspider scans that Jason put together based on Scott Redler's entries, okay? Scott is a fantastic. He's on CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business. He's all over the place. He is a great trader, and he is a trader for a living. And he's spent his career on Wall Street. I don't know if he's a multimillionaire. I don't know exactly what he does for money. I don't know what his net worth is, but he's a fantastic, fantastic trader. This is the moving average rule 3, okay? And he goes over it. When the 8 and 21 break, it's time to get tactical. And what he's talking about is an 8-day. He uses EMAs, I believe. He might use SMAs, but you can ask him if you'd like. But either one, SMA or EMA, at 8 and 21, I don't think it really matters. If you put them over on a chart, it is what it is. But when SPY or the S&P breaks the 8 and 21, it's time to get tactical. And he starts selling longs and adding short ETF hedges. So like if, the Qs break down on the 8 and the 21, he's going to start buying SQQQ and he's going to start actually taking some profits on his longs. Great strategy. Great strategy. I've gone over this for the past few weeks. Have a strategy. Make sure that you have a strategy. And that strategy can include the 8 and the 21. I use a 9-day personally. There's different reasons too. You can Google why do you use an 8-day versus a 9-day. But I've just felt comfortable with the 9-day. Now, again, for Trendspider subscribers, there's a lot that have done it. If you don't have the CanSlim scan, just go to this link. Okay, I'm going to include this in the newsletter for free. What is CanSlim? See, 25% year-over-year growth profits on the most recent quarter. A, 25% year-over-year earnings per share, and at least it goes over all of them. And you get this. Jason has built this for free for you. Okay, you can scan it. One of the stocks that shows up is Chewy. So you can see it. The stock's setting up beautifully, solid relative strength amid this week's volatility. Okay, it's a daily chart. Let's go and look at Chewy. This is some of the stuff you can do with Trendspider. When they start to tell you this kind of stuff, we're going to remove this text annotation. Look at this. The algorithm got you in at 32.16. You're at 33.70. Not a bad move. Just got you out with a 14% gain. Now, I will tell you, the 4-hour algorithm, it makes you 12% over the last 24 months. There's 33 positions. For me, that's a lot of positions. I usually like one position a month, so 24 would be better. But I can tell you this, the algorithm makes you 12%, okay? Buying and holding loses you 18%. 18%. If we just look at the weekly chart on this, look, you've got the 200-day moving negative. You just started moving the 50-day positive. That's setting up nicely for something like this. And then you go over to Seeking Alpha, and we can go and look at Chewy, and we can see it's a hold in the quant. Why? Their valuation's a little bit stretched, okay? But when you look at the PEG ratio going forward, it is super, super low. What does Wall Street say it's actually worth? Wall Street says it's worth $36. That's a 7% upside from where you're trading today. Again, this is how you use the tools. You find CanSlim. Chewy is one. It looks like it's setting up nicely. So, I like that. I hear some fighting downstairs. It's fun. It's fun being here. Let's look at this episode, this next episode, the next portion. The Compound had a great episode this week. And if you just watch this Instagram post, it is fantastic because it goes over and they ask the guest, what's the one thing, if you had one thing to look at to know if next year is going to be a bull or a bear, what would it be? 10-year bond. 10-year bond. And I thought it was absolutely fantastic. The best indicator for stocks is the 10-year bond. If we are at 3%, be afraid. And that's what he said. And where can you find the 10-year bond? Just go over here to market data, and you can click on bonds. And the 10-year treasury right here, we're at 4.55. Where were we 1 month ago when the market was up? 4.41. Where were we at 3 months ago? 3.74. That was where the August stuff, where in September and October where you pulled back, it wasn't good. Be very afraid if it goes down to 3%. And that was the message. Now, at 4.5, he says you should be completely optimistic. But if we go up to 4.7, there might be some issues. So it's an interesting one to listen to. I really wanted to listen to more. I need to listen to it in particular. But I thought it was fantastic what he went over. So, again, I'll include that in the newsletter. Now, this was interesting because this is from December 3rd. 15 high flyer stocks that have soared over 100% in 2024 that offer potential growth. Again, 15 stocks. What's the number one? PSIX. And we've been looking at this one since August, somewhere in that neighborhood. $2 May, $2.20. The 4-hour algorithm just kills it on this one. For $2.20, look at that, how it got you out. Now, you might say, what are all those lines? Well, that's from the weekly chart. And all I did was take previous spikes in this on the way down. And as we started to move up, I said, well, where's it going? Well, it typically goes to those spikes, okay? From here, you saw it ripped right through it. It ripped right through everything. We pulled back from this high at 33. We pulled back all the way to 15. You made a 50% retracement. Where are you trading right now in pre-market? You're trading right now at 23. Okay, 23. It's up 1.43. If we go to the 4-hour algorithm and I just look at this and we pull this, the algorithm got you in just today. So if you want to buy this one, I think you could see 34 on the next move up. I think you could. And this is from December 3rd. So if we just go back to December 3rd to where it was trading, this one says it has more upside at 28. At 28. Now, the algorithm got you out at 16% right there. You just saved yourself a 50% move down, and you've gotten to buy it back lower. So it's an interesting one. I think that, again, if you want to check out the 15 stocks, check out this, because I think there are opportunities in there for volatility, and you could easily trade those. Now, Citi puts in 10 things to watch for in FinTech 2025. These are, this is 10 things that you could look for in FinTech. Some of these stocks, it's got FIS, it's got QTWO, it's got Square or Block, potato, PayPal, JKHY, GPN. I'll put all of these stocks will be in there. So even if you don't have Seeking Alpha, you can at least go and chart those. But I thought it was a great article. Now, Goldman Sachs says material software stocks are best poised for the first half outperformance. And I wanted to just read why. Because, again, they're talking about PE. It's overweights. And they're talking about the valuation of stocks. And then when they go over things, they go over the valuation of some of the high flyer stocks. They are huge. The next 12-month price to earnings ratio on a lot of these are super, super low. And so they think that materials and software stocks are best poised for the first half of next year. Now, Steve Kress also wrote an article today at 5 a.m. It was 5 reasons why you should invest in small caps right now. I'm going to read to you one of the reasons that I think he's absolutely right and why I have a mid 5-figure position in IWM in particular, because I am not great at small caps. I'm not poised at small caps. So a mid 5-figure investment is about 1 or 2% of my portfolio. Makes sense to put it in there. Makes sense to be a little bit defensive just in case the large cap tech continues to not run or underperform. But this was there's a significant premium to 5-year average of 19 times forward earnings and the 10-year average of 18 times forward earnings. Examining the forward PE multiples of Magnificent 7 market-moving stock reveals even higher figures. These figures suggest that the S&P's most prominent companies are overvalued and further contribute to large caps concentration risk, eclipsing those of the other 493 stocks. Tesla, forward PE of 186. Amazon, forward PE of 46. NVIDIA, remember, the S&P likes to trade around that 18 or 19. So you're seeing NVIDIA, a forward PE of 44. I think the growth outpaces that. I think you're fine. Microsoft, forward PE of 34. Apple, forward PE of 33. And Meta, a forward PE of 27. So I think he does point this out. I think it's interesting. I think he puts in a ton of reasons why. It's why I have IWM. I don't trade IWM. You can absolutely trade IWM if you'd like on the 4-hour algorithm. You can see the algorithm got you out at 236 and you're trading at 222. I probably should trade it around this because the performance, you make 22% over the last 24 months, 26 positions. If you just bought and held, you made 24%. But I'll probably start adding, once it tells me to start adding on IWM, I'll start adding smaller positions just to beef up that one. I do think that small caps have an opportunity. Now, mind you, this IWM is heavily weighted towards regional banks. So financials will have to do well next year in order for this one to actually do well. Now, from the Facebook group, John, I'm not sure if this company has ever been mentioned. Does anybody have any good idea what Tempus AI does? For some reason, I am intrigued about machine learning in the healthcare industry. I do not know jack S about biotech. I know the company is newly listed. I know the lockup ended. Gary, if you get a chance, can you talk about this? So TEM. Okay, I'm not a fan of biotech. I'm not a fan of getting into new stocks. You can see it was just June that this one really came out. It's not covered by the quant, so I can't tell you what the quant is. It is covered by Wall Street. Wall Street has 10 analysts that cover it. They say it's worth $59, which is actually 67%. Just understand that's probably super like bullish just because it came out in June. But there are Seeking Alpha analysts that cover this. There's 5 of them, and they've written articles. So, John, I would tell you, read the 5 articles. They will do a significantly better than I can do in 50 seconds on this. But I was intrigued. When you look at the summary, and you just use Seeking Alpha to do this, John mentions that they have a market cap of $5 billion, which is good. They have a short interest of only 3.3%. It's a little large, not great. But they have enough volume. Their 52-week range, they went all the way up to 75, and you're trading at 35. So they've had some pumps. They've obviously had some pumps. And when you look at this one, the bulls say strong competitive positions for the leader in healthcare and technology focused on AI applications. What did the bears say? When TEM's IPO lockup expires on December 11th, 160 million previously restricted shares will be eligible for trading in the secondary market. So we're going to take a look at the chart. Yeah, I mean, look at the revenue. It's good. Earnings per share. I mean, you can't really talk about that because it's still new. Their revenue, it's 32% year over year. So they've actually got some money. I don't think it's hey, you got to stay away from this one. It's not horrible, but it's too new for me, and it's in a sector that I am not interested in. And when you look at this chart, I'd probably wait. I mean, honest to God, the 4-hour, it loses you 33%. Buying and holding loses you 12%. And you take a look at a weekly, you don't have any of the moving averages on a weekly to actually, garner any significant thing. But for me, I'd probably wait. Now it's oversold. The RSI is down at 29. It's coming off at 19. The MACD super low. I just don't like those new stocks. So for me, John, I would probably say, hey, it doesn't fit my risk tolerance. I kind of know yours. I think it might fit yours. And if you're interested in that, have at it. Because it does look like, some of the Seeking Alpha analysts like it. I'm just, again, this isn't in my wheelhouse. There's nothing that I found that is like a glaringly, oh my God, you've got to stay away from this. It seems interesting. But again, it's not covered by the quant, so I don't know the ins and outs details. Now, scans, one that got an interesting one, Palantir. Now, you may not see an entry on Palantir right here. The reason is because you're already in at 50. Okay? This has another MACD cross-up. The RSI is in reasonable territory, so the 4-hour says, you know what? If I had alerts set up on Palantir, it would say, go ahead and add it. Go ahead and add it. That's the first one. NVIDIA. We talked about NVIDIA earlier. NVIDIA has a buy in here at 134. You're trading at 136. Right now it's 924, so the market's just about to open. Another core portfolio position, Dell. Dell has an entry here at 115. You can see it got you in at 120, at 115. I think you start making this gap up here to 140. Those earnings, that gap down, I think that's unrealistic, but I'd rather see the 50 and the 200 start to turn positive before I actually make my way in. Now, if you're looking long-term, I think you're perfectly fine in this one long-term. Yes, you broke down from this little bit, but we didn't touch a whole hell of a lot of points for this one. So I think you've broken down the MACD super fine. It's right on the oscillator. The RSI is at 47. So I think long-term, you're perfectly fine at that one. One that had a lot of insider buying. I don't know if it's insider, but Warren Buffett bought a ton of Occidental Petroleum. And in pre-market, this one's up 1.91. Now, you guys may remember I got this out of the 4-hour, the core portfolio when it was in its 50s. And the reason why, this one just broke down. And so I'm not even remotely interested in this, even though Warren Buffett is pouring a ton of money into this. We have one recent one that came up, GE Vernova. This is a stock that I like. Got you in at 340. Look at that. It just got you out of an 84% gain. It traded sideways at 340. And we can go over here and look at GE Vernova here. It's not covered by the quant. Again, it's a fairly new stock. It just came out in March, it looks like. But year to date, you're up. Year to date, I guess it started. Oh, come on. Let me refresh this page. Those damn pop-ups there. Year to date, let's see. Oh, charting. Let's look at year to date. Charting, 161%. So, year to date. I was trying to get that on that chart, but it won't come up. GE Vernova is one. An alpha pick, Powell. I mean, I'll just put it out there. Powell is an alpha pick. It is one that I hold. It's a strong buy in the quant. You can pull up what's great about these, the Seeking Alpha Premium as well. Pull up these virtual reports. These are fantastic. It'll go over everything in the quant. Valuation, growth, profitability, momentum, revisions, why it rates them that way. It gives you the positive raised by Seeking Alpha Analyst, gives you the concerns, gives you more. And it gives you everything that you want to know. This is literally updated every night via AI. And what's Powell's Wall Street rating? Well, there's 3 analysts that cover it, and they say 247. You're trading at 245. So, but when you look at the 52-week, the 52-week rose all the way up to 364. And again, at December 3rd, I think this is one of the high flyers that's up more than 100%. That still has more upside. So there's a bunch of other ones that came up in the scan. So if you're interested, again, remember, go and get some of this stuff for Christmas. If you haven't gotten it, Trendspider is on sale. I would urge you, if it's within your budget, get the advanced. If not, at least get the discount on the enhanced, because that's a great, great deal. And you get one free training session. And I think that's worth it to get it for 1 year. So if you have somebody, a loved one that you want to ask, hey, can I get this? Can you get me this for Christmas instead of something under the tree or something? This will help you, I think. But the other thing is the premium and alpha picks. Again, get the virtual analyst reports with this. If you want just the virtual analyst reports and just looking at stocks and you don't want the actual alpha picks portfolio, you can save money on that. Okay, if I'm not on tomorrow, have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Have yourself a great New Year. I don't know when I'm going to be on, but again, if you have any questions, I'm always here, and my email address is right on Linktree. Email address is up there. All of my socials are up there. I am free. I am open. My DMs are open if you'd like. Anything that you need, absolutely. Just get in touch with me. Okay, take care. See you. Bye. Morning, Donnie. Yeah, I think DJ Al, I think they just want to bring it up there. Morning, Marco. I have to change this. Let me do this real quick. I forgot to change this. I don't think you can see this. So, wah, wah. That one's off. I think, what's the Seeking Alpha offer? Let me see. I'm sorry. The alpha picks, you save $50. Okay, I got to change that. Wah, wah, wah. Oh. Let's see. Doodaloo. Information. There we go. Okay. Now I've got the link tree correct. Wah, wah. There we go. Okay. Wah, wah. Let's see. Happy holidays, Marco. Yeah, I may be on. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, congratulations. Ugh, what are they talking about? Fidelity. Let's see. Let's see how the portfolio's doing. I think it went from a lot of green to a lot of red for some reason. Nah, I'm up. Nothing big, though. I mean, it looks like Apple is down a little bit, so. But I'm up. Let's see how the Webull account is doing. Webull account. Down. I'm at 10,700, so. Well, I'll be over 11,000 with all the stuff. Okay, I forgot to mention in the podcast, do the thumbs up, but oh well. Let's pull out that. And we're going to do a finder. Let's see, was that a long one? I don't think that was a long one. No, 42 minutes. That's not super, super long. I've had longer. Let's see. One. Oh. I'm not going to rewind all that way.
Good morning.
Okay, boom.
Good morning. It is Monday, December.
There we go. Let's put in this one. We're going to put in some green screen stuff. I do ask for likes on there, but I don't outright ask for it. Copy. Okay, 42. Export file. Next. And 1223 pod. There we go. Okay, I am out of here. It's 9:30. I'm going to go downstairs. I got a lot to do. The dogs need to be taken care of. You guys have yourselves a great day. I hope we wind up green. I hope everything turns out well. And if I don't see you again, I hope you get everything you asked for this year from Santa. And Santa's real, damn it. I watched that. If you don't know, there's a wrestling clip. Just Google wrestling crying. It's real, damn it. It's real, damn it. Santa's real, damn it. So, okay. See you guys. I'm gonna put up the show exit. See ya.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.